Scott from Wessex Blades. This is a video response for Ross, who left me a comment on my channel front, and it was basically on, is a Mora a good choice, and if so, would the Mora 840 or 860 Companion be something that would be something that he's interested in. I've just literally dived in my bag and I've come up with four Moras. Right? You can't knock them. I've had Moras, I've had Halterforce. Halterforce is fine. I find them chunkier and I find they rust faster. So of the two, for your initial purchase, I would go with Mora, most definitely. I mean, let's just go through what I've got. If I put these down here a moment, I've got very similar to what you're considering, which is the Mora Companion, the old clipper. Why is it so flat? You stick your hand on it, it weighs nothing. Okay, goes in the sheath, click. Occasionally they'll pop out as the little pips wear, but it only takes to put the Ranger band here through that clip and fold it over and it's in, because you see the swell behind in the center. You can adapt and get over it, but for the weight of it, the initial cost of it, it's just insane. Okay, it's a fantastic first knife when you're into not necessarily bushcraft but just wood carving and just messing about. It don't weigh anything, it's effortless to use, and it's the ease of sharpening. There's a micro bevel on the edge, there's that tiny little thin line you see on the edge. That's what you sharpen. You got the flat, the bevel, and there's a micro bevel, and you just find the flat and just up it a little, and you just sharpen it up. And the steel is the next thing. The carbon steel takes an edge, and their stainlesses take an edge as well. There's a stainless one, viciously sharp. Again, it's that one in stainless. Brilliant bit of kit. But those are around the sort of £15 mark. But if you've got a choice around that sort of area, I definitely go with a Mora Robust if you can get hold of it, or the one that says Robust High Q. Sometimes they're a funny colour, like a black or something. This one is a beefier handle, it's thicker stock, it's more bushcraft knife size, it's far more capable, and you still get that wicked little sheath. Clunk. Hell of a blade for the money. What I also mentioned was that once you start looking at things that are in the Mora range, are like £25–30, that price bracket then starts going in towards the Condor Bushlore. Now I'm very fortunate to have one on me at the moment, which is a sharpening commission, so I hope the chap don't mind. I'm going to use it as an example. This really gets you into the bushcraft feel. It's been looking at a pouch sheath, which you got to learn how to look after and maintain. You're looking at a hardwood handle, full tang stock straight through. It's not a molded plastic handle, it's solid wood. It's what we're used to using in England. Since Ray Mears did his 01 design thing that this guy made for him, this ilk of blade is basically what we're used to using. It's going to take a hell of a design to supersede something like this, because it's just so blinking useful at the end of the day. It's light, it's strong, it's just about the right size. It's made out of steel that you can sharpen without thinking much about it. You can go convex, edge, you can go Scandi. There isn't much adaptation you need to do. They're blinking easy to sharpen, and for once you start coming up to that £30, 32 quid mark, if you were still looking at Moras, I'd seriously consider getting one of these first, rather than an expensive Mora, because this is a real step up from a plastic molded blade. But if you're, I think you just mentioned on your comment on the front page that you're looking at the Mora Robust, can't knock that. at all. Thing's a tank. It really is. Fantastic handle, light as anything. It's thicker stock. I mean, this has been in my garage, okay, months. Not a spot of rust on it at all. So the carbon don't rust as much as a Halter Force, and their stainless takes an edge. You can't lose. Seriously, you can't lose. If anybody's got what can I say? If someone's got a whim to buy a Mora and are wondering whether or not to get one, there isn't much to worry about. Okay, you cannot really go wrong in buying a bushcrafty Mora for bushcrafty tasks. They do a funny line in electrician knives, so I don't think you're going to discover something new by buying one of them. Those little stubby ones with the sheep's foot ends are literally for splicing through cables. You get anything like that, it's going to serve you incredibly well. And for the money, don't worry, you will invest it wisely in getting a Mora. So this is Scott from Wessex Blades with VR for Ross. If you've got to go to 30 quid, get a Condor. If you're sticking under 20, get a Robust. Thanks again. See you on the next one.